Y'all saw that video of that girl who said that parents with money are better off than parents who are broke and got mad because she said the truth. Nobody likes being broke. I made
Which one do you think is a better parent? The one that has money or the broke parent? Because conversation we're having today, there's this lady that posted on her page and she was talking about that being a rich parent or being a parent that has money, you're way better, you're going to parent better than a broke parent. And people were like, what are you saying? Are you saying if we don't have money, we should not have children? What are you saying? Why are you saying that broke people, this, there's nothing wrong. Even though if you are broke, you can still be a good parent. You can still parent very well. So I'd like to know your thoughts. Do you think which parent would you prefer, a rich parent or a broke parent? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section while I show you this video and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Comment and I said that kids that have parents with money are 10 times better than those in poverty. People went out their way to misunderstand, but I'm going to say this only once. When your parent doesn't have money, it puts them in a state of desperation, stress, and a scarcity mindset. Those three things right there is 10 times likely for that child to be abused. You have parents that are working 46-hour weeks and still have to take care of the home. You have women that have no village, and the only village they do have are families full of pedophiles. If this isn't for you, keep scrolling because I'm so tired of people in the comments saying not me. If it's not you, keep scrolling. At the end of the day, kids are abused over and over again because the mothers are too busy working.
Yeah.
The mothers can't find a babysitter. My mom knew that I was being by a female cousin, and she still repetitively took me to that home where I was not only a cousin, but physically her mom. If my mom had money, I would have been protected more and out of a lot of environments that caused me trauma. So when I made that post and people are commenting, oh, money doesn't mean nothing. Well, if money doesn't mean nothing, stop paying your bills right now. If money doesn't mean nothing, then how are you clothed, fed, and sheltered? That's your problem, is y'all keep having kids and you don't have the resources. You think that love is enough, and it's not. And I'm so over it. Like, I'm really about to get so passionate about this shit because I'm so over you broke having kids and then want to be under somebody comments talking about money isn't everything. Money doesn't make a kid happy. Bitch, yes it does. Yes it
It does
does.
actually. Yeah.
You don't know how humiliating it is when the book fair comes around and you can't get shit. And every kid is at school. Look what I got it. You don't know how it is to have new school clothes when you go to school. And my mom did do that, thankfully, because she grew up where she didn't get the new school clothes. Or I have friends that they mom couldn't buy them clothes. They had to wear their older siblings' clothes. There were people that couldn't even eat at home. They had to wait until they had school lunch, making sure they get to school early so they could eat breakfast. So don't say that money doesn't mean shit. Money does make them happy. Money makes a kid happy when they're able to go on field trips.
Yeah.
Y'all think that kids don't deserve experiences, and they do. They do. Don't say kids don't need it just because you're broke and you don't got it. Kids need it, okay? So at the end of the day, mothers go back and forth with me all they want. But money makes the world go round. In this white man's world, money makes the world go round. In patriarchy, money makes the world go round. So in your little fantasy world that I hope you never bring a kid into, live in that tough love and that struggle alone. Bye.
Firstly, as an adult, what would you prefer? Would you prefer being rich, like have money, or being broke? Personally, for me, I want to have money. Okay, I prefer when I have money than when I'm broke. When I'm broke, I'm pissed off. I'm always like cranky, like angry, right? So I can imagine if you have children and you don't have money, I don't think you can be able to give them what they want, right? What you're supposed to give them. If, in fact, if you have plans for those children or for the kids that you have, if you're broke, you'll be angry at yourself because you can't give them what you want to give them. Aside from the fact that the kids will demand things from you. So for me, I prefer a parent that has money to a broke parent. Let me show you some reaction video and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Mommies is in an uproar right now because a girl got on here, made a video, and basically said the mommies who have money is the better parent than the ones who are broke, the mommies that's broke. Why? Again, somebody please explain to me again, why does this topic make y'all mad? Why does the truth hurt so bad? I have an even better question. Why do y'all want to be broke? As a parent, why? The truth really hurts though, and you can you can see it. You could tell just by the comments, like the truth hurt. You could see who's the broke parents for real. Like, why are you on here mad because a girl came on here and said that she feel like somebody who has money is more like. Anyways, that just takes me back to, I feel like, now let me throw my 2 cents in. I feel like parents who have money, not all but some parents who have money, is more likely to actually love being a parent than the ones who don't have money. Let's talk about it. If I was broke, didn't have nothing, couldn't do for my kids anyway, I'd be mad too. Like, I'd be upset with life too. Like, I'd be mad too. But it's not about me. As a parent who actually wants to be a parent who I love my babies down to, you see, I got both my babies with me. I love my kids. As a parent who actually likes being a parent, I can truly say, like, because I done seen the broke side. I done seen it all. But as a parent, I never want to be down too long. And that's one thing about me. I could be broke today, but I'm going to figure it out tomorrow. And next week, I'm going to have me some money. That's all I'm going to say. It don't, like, that just don't go hand in hand. But the fact that y'all get on here and y'all is actually mad about it, it just shows a lot.
Y'all saw that video of that girl who said that parents with money are better off than parents who are broke and got mad because she said the truth. Nobody likes being broke. Who likes being broke? Who wants to be broke? Why do y'all act like it's a secret? Why do y'all act like being broke is supposed to be something of pride? Like something you're supposed to be happy about or content with? As if y'all know yourselves, y'all hate being broke. These are the same people who got mad because I said poverty is demonic, because it is. That girl said that raising children in poverty creates a desperate environment, a scarcity mindset, a stress and frustration, constant vibration that you're raising children in because you never have enough. And y'all get mad and feel bad when your kids ask for things or see things and they want them for themselves, and y'all get frustrated at them for asking for things because you don't have the resources or the funds to provide it. You push back and be like, oh, money isn't everything. Being wealthy is the epitome of evil. Who said you had to be wealthy? Why can't you just be decently well off? Why can't you just be doing good for yourself? Y'all hear things and you react to how something makes you feel. You don't actually pause and try to dissect what people are saying. You just don't like what people say and you react to your feelings and quickly type a comment instead of understanding the message that's being said. Nobody wants to be broke. Nobody likes being broke. People who are broke are unhappy and they're desperate, stressed out, and they're overwhelmed and contemplating living life. What about that life experience is desirable? But because you feel personally attacked by a general statement, you get in your feelings, you get mad, and you completely miss the message. It literally goes over your head. Critical thinking is a lost art form because y'all don't do it, and it shows that every single day.
So on the topic of when parents have money in their pocket, they treat their children better versus parents who broke. Listen, I'm not saying that having money makes you a better parent, but I do know that having money eases everything in life just about. And it's not saying having a boatload of money. I'm talking about being financially comfortable. You're not stressing about bills. You're not worrying about where your next meal gonna come from. You're not worrying about telling your kids that they can't go on a field trip because you don't have no money. I know growing up with parents who didn't have it all the time. So we had stages in our childhood, right? Some stages where our mom and daddy had buku money. We was traveling. Not buku money, but they had a lot of money. Like they had enough money. We was traveling. Bills was getting paid. We had new clothes, new shoes. And then I had a period in my childhood where we didn't hardly have food in the house. You know, grandparents had to help pay the utilities, keep the roof over our head, lights on, type of stuff. Parents couldn't pay for the field trips because they didn't have no money. And I know during that time of life, mama was a lot more irritable than when she had money. When she had money, she was happy, stress-free. But when the money was tight, mama was pissed off 90% of the time. And she tried not to take it out on us, but it did definitely show. So yeah, having money and being comfortable financially does make it easier, and I feel like you can parent a lot better.
When it comes to this conversation about children with parents who have money being better off than children who have parents living in poverty, I think there could have been some good points that were made in that conversation. However, I believe that the wording was off, and that's why it's not landing well for a lot of people. Because yes, the statistics show that children who grow up in poverty are more likely to experience trauma. However, we're continuing to look at the wrong problem. We're looking at the parent instead of the poverty. We need to talk about poverty as the underlying issue. Why are people living in poverty? Someone being a good or a bad parent is one, subjective, and two, it's not based solely on whether you have money or whether you live in poverty. And if you were to think about this as a case study, the common denominator in all this is poverty. It is not that all parents who are living in poverty parent the same. I know y'all hate to hear this, but rich and wealthy kids experience trauma as well. All the time.
Yeah.
But what we need to be really looking at is why certain people are living in such poverty. And how do we fix the issue of poverty in general? Like, what is the solution to poverty? Because I want to be crystal clear. Telling people who are in poverty that they shouldn't have kids is not the solution. That's not the answer to the problem, nor is it going to solve anything. I also want to point out that plenty of the most notable people grew up in poverty and have changed the world. So I think that if we shift the blame to poverty instead of putting the blame on the parent, we could probably have a more impactful dialogue.
I totally agree that having a parent with money is better than having a parent without money. I grew up with a parent with no money. That's a struggle that I still have PTSD from that. Like, I am still working through those traumas of growing up and not having money. And having kids was never my agenda, but I did have them. They're here now. And my focus is always making sure they had the things that they needed. And of course, they got the shit that they wanted. Now, yeah, there's some lessons behind appreciating what you have. Like, I'll be honest with you. Me and my friend laugh all the time because our kids are spoiled. Our kids are so spoiled, and we get mad, and then we have to check ourselves because it's like, are they spoiled or are they used to a certain kind of life? And to us, it's spoiled. But honestly speaking, they're just used to having certain things. And that's simply what it is. My children are used to a certain kind of life. That's it. That's all. And I don't even get mad anymore like I used to. Get so upset because I'm like, oh my God, why do y'all think money grow on trees? And I swear, God sat me down one time and was like, because you made them think it do? Like, my kids can go to the Scholastic Book Fair. And the fact is, my boys, they live with their dad in Texas. They have it online now. So I can put money into the account and they can go into the book fair, give them their little number. They got money. Baby, who? Child, I think I went to the Scholastic Book Fair once or twice throughout my school career, okay? I wasn't getting no money for no book fair. But my kids, my ex hit me up, hey, you got some money for the book fair? Bet, say less. Put money into their account. They go buy a book. My daughter was the same. We put money into her account, or we gave her the money. She went and bought. I don't even ask what they buy. I let them buy whatever. If you don't want to buy a book, cool. And then sometimes they do want a book, and I'll just go and buy the book from like Barnes & Noble or Amazon and just get the book or whatever. Like, they don't know what it is to not have money for the book fair. My kids don't know what it's like to have your lights and stuff cut off and not know how you going to eat. They don't know what that's like. My kids know stability. This apartment that I'm living in, I've been living here for coming up on 6 years. My plan was never 6 years. 6 years. I don't know what that's like growing up. Every time I turn around, we was getting evicted. My kids have stability. So, yes, I am not triggered when you say having kids or having a parent with money is better for the child. It is. They get better opportunities. You get to show them a different part of life. I'm going to need some of y'all to go get some therapy. Go get some healing, because I get it. That triggers you. You didn't like that. But you can't get mad at everybody else for how we feel.
So people are really getting mad on here because this girl got on here and said that parents with money is better than parents with no money. And I resonate with that, bitch, because I'm a parent. Bitch, what the y'all talking about? Like, how is y'all cool? A lot of people that got in the comments and got offended by that because they're broke and because their parents was broke and they had to grow up broke and stuff like that right there. See, me, I grew up middle class. My grandma always taught us we was middle class. Even though we was living in the hood, she owned her house. I had an allowance, all that shit. I actually didn't want for nothing. Like, now that I grow up and see how others was living while we was in school, I was just like, damn. I was just like, shit, I'm grateful for the little shit I had, bitch. We always had food on our table. We was never hungry, all that shit. Like, I don't know, if I would have grew up like in the slums, like in the bandos, y'all know Four Seasons in it. If I grew up in them type of areas, bitch, I wouldn't know what I would have done. And me being a parent now, I done seen the highs and lows of being broke and having money as a parent. I started off, I had a baby when I was young, bitch. I had to get it how any means I every time. Like, yeah, I was a hustler no matter. But every time, like, I made sure I had some food for some everything. That's why I got a job at fucking 15, because, bitch, who? I got to provide for fine. I have seen the struggles. I have seen the days of, like, shit, you know what I'm saying, using my all on groceries and stuff like that right there. And I've had seen the ups of making, you know what I'm saying, $10,000, $15,000 a month. And I know that's not a lot for some people, but I have reached six figures. And when I was in that lifestyle of being able to buy anything I wanted to buy, being able to travel wherever I wanted to travel when I wanted to, being able to provide and buy my son whatever he wanted without even having to look at my bank account, them were the days. I ain't even gonna. And in that stage, I was working for myself, i.e., I was able to spend more time being a parent, being a stay-at-home mom, pouring into my child, having more time. Now, times change, shit happen, life happen. Yeah, I'm not making that much money no more, but bitch, I'm not broke around this bitch. We gotta sit up here and eat bread and water. Shit, now I have to work and now I have to spend more time, you know what I'm saying, at my job when I really wish I could just spend time at home being a stay-at-home mother and make money at home. But I say all this to say this. It's better to have money as a parent because you're not stressed out about material things. You're not stressed out about how y'all gonna eat. You're not stressed about the bills. You're not taking it out on your kids. See, me, I've never been the mother to take out my frustrations because I have financial issues on my child, because I know it's nobody's fault but my own. If I'm broke one day and we're not able to eat, I know it's my fault because, bitch, I should have made better financial decisions, bitch. And that just is what it is. Y'all get on here acting like, bitch, y'all don't know what it is. Bitch, it's better when you have money when you're parent. Of course it is. Yes. I just want to be able to be financially free and financially stable. That's it. That's all I pray and hope for every day, bitch. And every day I'm close to my mother because, bitch, we ain't hungry. We ain't starving, bitch. My child able to get whatever he want. He able to get his hair done or whatever clothes he want, whatever. Bitch, I got it. Even if I got to miss out on a few things, I don't give a damn. People were also trying to make a point of being able to do all that and then, like, having money left over and having, like, you know what I'm saying, splurging money, free money, and stuff like that right there. Bitch, I don't care how much money you got. We in times, bitch, it's time to save. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how much money I make. I still will work a job. And that's another conversation for another day. I don't care how much money I make now that I know, like, how it is, like, for real, how the ups and downs of working for yourself and being a content creator, bitch, I would never not have a job. And y'all be shitting on people with jobs. We're going to have another conversation about that.
So we are talking about being a parent with money and being a broke parent. So we're not saying that you have to be wealthy, like have private jets. No, that's not the kind of wealth we're talking about. Have money compared to the one that does not have money, that have to be calling friends, go and beg family for food. You don't even have a place to stay. You're depending on government and all of that. That's what we're talking about, right? So you need to have money to be a better parent. Period. And I still stand on it. If you don't have money, stop giving birth. Don't even see, children should be like the last thing on your mind. If you don't have money and don't even think about bringing a child into this world, because to me, for me, I feel like it's wickedness. If you don't have money, you should having children should not be in your thoughts, in your mind. It should be something that somebody even joke and tell you that, oh, have kids, you're supposed to like be very angry with that kind of conversation, because you don't even have money to take care of yourself. Talk less of taking care of another child. So what are you going to do? Right? If you're broke and you have kids, it can be very draining because these children, they know the right thing. In fact, in as much as they are little, they want to do things. They see their classmates They see their friends or whatever other family members have what they have. They see what they have. They see how they are doing. They see where they go and all of that. And you can't even give your child bare minimum, all those little things that you're supposed to give them. Nobody's telling you to be rich and go for vacations every day or something. No, at least have money. You need to have money to be a better parent. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't know why. I don't know why people are coming for them. Even you as an adult, you are better. You're a better person if you have money. You enjoy life better if you have money compared to when you're broke. So I don't get it why people are attacking her that it doesn't matter if you have money or not. And nobody's saying that rich or people that have money or parents that have money do not raise children that have problem later. Nobody's saying that once you have money, you're a perfect parent. No, you still have a lot of work to do, but then it helps you better. It helps you to do things better compared to when you don't have money. Imagine you're thinking about how to make money, how to do this, how to do that, how to eat, like bare minimum thing. You don't even have all those things and the child is crying and disturbing you and all of that, you're going to be very cranky and you'll be like a terrible parent, right? If you're broke as an individual, like you're not happy. For me, when I'm broke, I'm just thinking like, how am I going to get money? I need money. Like now imagine you have so many children that you need to take care of. You're going to be disappointed, like, because you know that you have plans for those children and you don't have money. So for me, I feel like if you have money, you're going to be a better parent compared to when you're broke. And that's just the facts. That's just the facts. And I don't think anybody is going to be happy being broke. You just want to be broke. Like you're happy when you're broke. Are you really? Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, I'd like to know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to be a better parent? The one that have money or the broke parents? Share your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mariah David, and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.